Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and this is a monotype battle that I had in the Facebook monotype group, which has this bug team here by ChriS, Smiley Face, and it's Monobug versus Monopsychic. So I kind of have a bit of a disadvantage just in typing, but my team is pretty solid, and I do carry stealth rocks. So yeah, I can definitely have the advantage if he lets me use stealth rocks. Now, upon team preview, I can pretty much guess that he is going to lead with Excelgor, because, you know, it's fast as lightning and learns taunt. It makes sense. Yeah. I eventually decided to lead with Mew just in case he doesn't lead with Excelgor, because my backup plan is to switch into somebody else. Obviously, I'm trying to remember who. I don't know, whatever, like Siglif or something. But anyway, he leads a Scizor. Actually, there's a Scyther, never mind. He's got a Scyther. It's kind of weird. Yeah, actually, if he had a, yeah, I mean, he is choice banded, and it does a lot of damage, but I'm bulky enough to take it with that U-turn. If he had a Scizor, it might have KO'd me, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know why it isn't a Scizor, but, you know, he obviously favors Scyther, because Scyther is naturally cooler than Scizor. Now, he is, got his U-turn into the Venomoth, who is obviously either going to Sleep Powder or Quiver Dance. Now, I'm trying to think of which one he's going to do. I eventually decide that Quiver Dance is the move to go for, either that or Bug Buzz for him, but I believe I switch into Siglif, who is, you know, his 24-hour job is walling other Pokemon, and that's what he's going to try to do here. He's definitely going to go for the Quiver Dance. If he can Baton Pass a couple Quiver Dances, this match could be over really fast. So, I think he misclicks Sleep Powder, I'm not really sure, or maybe he wasn't paying attention, but that does give me a free turn to burn him, which is really, really, really useful. And now I'm just gonna Cosmic Power while he Quiver Dances. I'm gonna Cosmic Power so that my stored power is at least a little bit powerful. And, you know, he is weak to Psychic, being a poison type, so I can take advantage of that. He's gonna Bug Buzz, but I'm not weak to it, and I get a +1 in special defense. He shows me, well, he's being affected by Life Orb, so that means Life Orb paired with Poison is really good. If he didn't have a Life Orb, I would be very fearful, because yeah, I kind of need the Life Orb and Burn combined to feint this thing, and he's got a little nub of red health. It's a pretty big nub of red health, but just eyeballing that, I can definitely tell that it'll be whittled down with some Life Orb and Burn. So I'm predicting him to either Baton Pass or finish me off, but if he did Baton Pass, then I would have used Roost, but thankfully he does finish me off, which means the Quiver Dancing monster is put down. So I don't have to deal with Quiver Dance right now, and we both select our next Pokemon. I am going to choose the Japanese event, recreate Victini, and he goes back into Scyther, who now takes Stealth Rock damage. Now, the reason he did not lead with Excelgor is he told me after the battle his Excelgor is choice specs, and it's like all attacks, which I thought was really strange. But yeah, I guess to each their own, but I told him that it should definitely use Taunt. Now, he thinks I'm going to switch here, or I guess he's just going for, you know, the most damage, because he's got Technician and Pursuit and stuff like that. It does about half health. I get my Trick Room up, and now I'm going to try to plow through his Pokemon with V-Crate. Very simple. And it's looking pretty good for me, because Victini is kind of a bastard. In fact, yeah, one of my most recent uploads, I get into some trouble with the Victini and Underuse, but technically it is a Psychic type, and I had one sitting in my box, and it's just too good to pass up, and I have 2 other Trick Room Pokemon, so this is actually a Trick Room team that happens to be Mono Psychic. Now he makes a good move and goes into Shuckle, who doesn't take it well at all, but instead of finishing him off, I go into Espeon, because what is Shuckle gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do, Toxic? Like, yeah, on the off chance he's Toxic or something like that, I want to bounce it back, and because he's asleep, I get a free sub. Like, because, yeah, with the Stealth Rock's damage on a lot of his Pokemon, a +1 Psychic will be enough, and I get a free Calm Mind and a free sub. He goes into his Volcarona, who wouldn't dare set up on me because I'm behind a sub. So that gives me the optimal position to take it down with a +1 Psychic. The dimensions twist to normal too, like on the perfect time, so that's really great. I naturally outspeed and feint the Volcarona, which is great. So yeah, I've been hearing that Mono Psychic is one of the most favored mono teams, and I honestly didn't pick it because of that. I just picked it because I had a lot of Psychic types lying around in my boxes, and I don't know, I just put it together, you know, like a month ago or whatever. He's gonna use his Specs Bug Buzz, and I'm just gonna kill him with Psychic, and he's gonna go down. And Mr. Pants is basically gonna go on a murderous rampage, but I think my murderous rampage is going to be cut short, or will it? It actually won't, because he's choice banded, so I naturally outspeed and go for Psychic. I had to, like, double take there, because I'm, like, in scissor mode, or, I don't know, like, for a second there I had to think about whether he was scarfed or not, but judging from the damage, it definitely was choice band at the beginning. He's going to Protect, and the Protect is mighty futile, because unless he crits me, which he doesn't, I am going to Psychic, and that will be great. Yeah, so... yeah, what does he have? 1 Pokemon left? Psychic beats Bug, I guess. But I guess the real lesson here is, if you're running a mono bug team, you should prevent Stealth Rocks at all cost. Yeah, and he's gonna forfeit the match, but I have a lot of fun, and this is the first time I've ever fought in mono bug. And that's gonna be it, YouTube. I'll see you later.